think I'm unmuted. Can I get some thumbs up maybe in the shots if you can hear me? Okay, cool. We're gonna do just a quick run through of everybody that's here so I can get that for my records, and then we'll jump right into this. I know you guys had a 9 o'clock science Zoom, I think, for some of you that have that on day one, so I want to make sure you have time to get there. And I want you to be able to have the assignment done before you leave. That's kind of the whole purpose for us getting together, is to help you out with what I posted. So if you come to these, we're gonna go through the assignment together. You'll have it done. It'll be a perfect score and you can move on for the rest of your day. That's kind of how it's gonna work. I still got a lot of people coming in, so I'm gonna wait for a little bit before we get started, so make sure nobody's left out, because I got to admit them before they come in. But we have a good turnout. This is good. I was expecting, somewhere probably around 40 or 50, and that's where we're at. 8:30 is early, so I appreciate you guys getting up and joining us. All right. Emma's still trying to get in. Okay, so I'm just doing a quick hello, camera on so I can see your face, and then we'll jump into the Schoology assignment. If you haven't already, go to Schoology and open up that assignment. It's posted. I think I put it at the top of our page for our class, and it's just a little blue puzzle piece assessment. You can pull it open. I think there's 7 questions, one of which is just like give you some free points kind of thing. And then the other is just some questions about a exponential decay problem, which we talked about yesterday. So what I'm going to do is just kind of go through here and just say some names out loud and give you a quick wave, and then we'll move on to that. So I see Maya, I see Gavin, there's Connor, one of the mini Maddies, there's Maddie Wolf, Cole Collier, I see you there, Bailey, Anna, Gwen, Libby, Kaylin, Addie Smith, there's Kinley, Carissa, Libby, Brianna, David, Grady, Emerson, let's see, Marley. Next page, I got Kyla, Jenna, Lily, Blake, Madison Alcoin. I said it wrong, Madison. I'm sorry, I always do. Jackson, Maddie Walker, Parker Holman, Braylon, Brax, Nathan Coleman, Leela Kennedy. There's Jaron, Peyton, Addie Orr, Luke, Aiden, Emma. Goodness gracious. Kennedy, I already said Kennedy. Where was I at? Mary Kate, Bodie, Asher, Ellie, Christian, Reagan. All right. Max, can you hit your camera on there so I can see you, buddy? And Hayden, if you're there. And then Adley as well. I don't think I saw you guys. Okay. Well, if you don't turn it on, then I'm not going to give you credit for being here. So get that turned on so I can see you. There you are, Adley. Thank you. Everybody else I'm seeing. Okay, good. Thank you, Max. Appreciate it. Okay. All right. If anybody else joins in late, will somebody unmute themselves and just let me know so I can, there's it, Ziri. If anybody comes in the waiting room is waiting, I think you guys can see that. So if somebody comes in and I'm like hammering down on this question, just like, hey, Mr. Catlin, so-and-so wants to get in, let me know. Okay. So I'm going to pull up and share with you guys my screen of what I see. And then we'll get started. I don't think this will take very long. It's just a decay question. So let me see here. I want to share this screen here. Hold on, let me change this. I'm getting there. Feel so unprepared. Okay, there it is. All right, I'm gonna share that one. Okay, Emmy wants to get in. All right, I guess we'll let Emmy in. If Max is in, we'll let Emmy in. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna go and share this with you guys. I forgot to bring home my. All right, so I see a few of you on the side. Anna, Gwen, Libby, can y'all give me a thumbs up if y'all see my screen, seeing the graph? All right, I think I just got booted for a second. Can y'all hear me again? Am I back? Thumbs up. Yes. Okay, sorry about that. I just got booted out of my own Zoom. That's never happened before. Okay, let me try to share one more time. I'm overloaded there. Okay, I'm gonna go through this pretty quick. If you guys got questions, feel free to ask. Just type in the chat. I can see the chat. I've got it pulled up, so I should be able to see that. Or just unmute yourself and be like, "Doesn't make any sense," or "I'm confused," and that will be fine too. Oh my goodness. It's kicking me off. Okay. Can you all hear? I think when I try to share my screen, it's like crashing. So I won't do the screen share. That's just too much for it to do. So you guys just follow along with me, and hopefully you can see what number we're on. We'll start with number 1 and we'll go from there. Okay. So no more screen share. And I'll let these people that are trying to get in, Audrey and Chris and Briar. Wow. I don't know if I've ever had more than 60 in a Zoom. So we are getting large in this meeting, and that's okay. Okay. So I'm not going to share. That seems like Zoom as craps its pants whenever I try to do that. So I'm just going to talk about the graph and assume that you guys have it pulled up. Okay. So question number 1, you're looking at this car, you buy it brand new. It's the first question is just asking you which phrase best describes the function, and it's going downhill. It's curving. So let's do it this way. Just type in the chat A, B, C, or D for the first question is the best choice here. Or you can actually type in what it says: negative, linear, increasing, exponential. That way I know you guys are actually at least on the same page that I am. Number 1 there, what is your selection? Type it in the chat, and we'll see if everybody's on the same page here. So you should be able to pull up the chat over there on the side. Yes, lots of answers coming in. Love it. Yes. We know it's exponential because it's curving, right? It's decreasing is a better way to say than a negative relationship, although you could go negative, but nice. All right, let's look at the next one. I told you we're going to try to go fast. Okay, so I know you guys got things you would probably want to do. Let's look at the second question. So the ordered pair 0, 25,000 represents what? Type in your choice for that one. What do you think the 0, 25,000 represents? Is it A, the car will be worth nothing after 25,000 years? The car is decreasing in value by 250%. Mileage is at 25,000 miles, or is the cost brand new 25,000? And once again, we have another D. Yeah. So the first 2 questions were meant to just be really quick, really simple. You guys understand how these graphs set up, right? So really easy stuff there. And then on the next question, we look down at number 3. We actually have to start doing some math, and I want to know which phrase best describes the pattern of the car's value. Okay, so this one right here, if you look at the graph, it starts at 25,000, then it goes to 17.5, and then down to 12,250. And you have a couple of options there. And you should notice that it is losing 7,500 in the first year, but in the next year, it doesn't go down that same amount. So B is a bad choice. All right, if you were thinking, oh, it's losing 7,500. No, that's not really the setup that you're looking for. I wish I could share my screen and I could write on this for you guys, but I don't think that's gonna. Last 2 times that I've tried to do that, I have been kicked out of the Zoom. So I'm just gonna ask somebody to say, which lesson are we on? Sorry, just seeing that. We are on the assignment that I posted on Schoology. And we've gone over the first 2 questions, and both of them are D. So there's your recap. Somebody in the chat, type what you think the answer is to the third one based on what we're seeing, A, B, C, or D, for the third question that shows the pattern of decrease. It's going from 25,000 to 17.5 to 12.50, 12.250. Like what are you guys seeing on that one? What's your favorite choice there? We like A. Okay. So what's happening here is, yes, and that's the main thing that you're going to get backwards. I love it. Who is that typed that? I can't even see the name of that person, but it said it keeps 70%. Also known, AKA, is it loses 30? Yep. So the way that we're finding that percentage is we're taking the amount that we lost, which was 7,500, and we're putting it over where we started. So 7,500 over 25,000, that equals 30%, which means that's what we lost. That's the amount that we lost. And we kept the other, 17,750 out of 25,000, which is keeping 70%. So your best choice there on that one is A. It's keeping 70% of its value. And that's really important for when you write your equation, because remember, you want your keeping fraction whenever you write your equation. That's coming up here in a second. Okay, so question 4. What is the value of the car after 3 years? Okay. The value of the car after 3 years. Type in the chat 2 numbers you could multiply to find that number. Type in 2 numbers you could multiply to find the 3-year value. 2 numbers you can multiply. Let's see what you guys come up with. 2 numbers you can multiply to get the answer to the third one. Who is this mysterious person? Oh, okay. I can't see the name. It's not showing up. Nice, Gwen. Brax, yeah. So the 0.7 represents the 70%. The 12,250 is what its value is in year 2. So if you multiply those 2 things, you will find year 3. And that turns out to be which of the answers at the bottom. Ooh, I like some of you are writing the 25,000. Who was that? Or 25,000 times 0.7 to the second power. That's good too. Nice. To the power of 3. Nice. The original. It's good. Carissa. Okay. Thank you, Carissa. It didn't show like your initials up there, so I couldn't see it. Well done. And so that gives you the 8,575. Good job. Okay. So that one turns out to be E, the last choice down there at the bottom. Okay. Only a couple more left. And then the equation. So the equation, where X represents the number of years that we've had the car and Y represents the value that it is. And the equation that we're looking for here is the one that starts with 25,000, multiplies by your growth factor, and goes to the power of how many years that have passed, which in this case is X. So you know that X is going to be the exponent, so that rules out A and C. And you know that your growth factor, is it 3/10 or is it 7/10? And are you going to multiply by it or are you going to add it? And that kind of rules out your choices there. And that leaves you with the correct answer of, I think some of you are already typing it into the chat. Yes, which is D. Very good. All right. So I told you it was a pretty easy assignment. I just kind of going over it and make sure you know that you're getting the right answers before you hit submit. And then the last question is just kind of a fun thing. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl, or whether you care or not? All right. So submit that. You should have a good grade. Anything that we do. All right. So I bet Braylon is going to pick the Chiefs because he was wearing the hoodie yesterday, and he's a big Mahomes fan. I know. So I know he'll be rooting for them in a couple weeks. Number 6. Oh, was there another one? Or did I skip one? Oh, there is another one. Aha. Thank you, Gwen. I was thinking I ended on the equation. Yes, 6 years. So be careful with that one. Use your equation. Put 6 in the place of X. I think, man, I wish I could share my screen. That would be a lot better than me just talking to you about it. I apologize for that. But I'm afraid to try again because I got kicked out both times that I did try. I did skip number 6. My bad, guys. So if you put in 6 in the place of X in your equation, it'll multiply 0.7 times itself 6 times. And then times the 25,000 at the start. And does anybody want to type in what they think that one is at the bottom for number 6? If you do it 6 times, and some of you have probably already submitted because you know what to do. It does turn out to be, yeah, it gives you that 225. So around that's why it rounds up to 23 cents. So the 2,941. And if you look at the graph, it looks like it's really close to 3,000, which is why I put that 3,000 choice on there as well. But it is the 2941.23. Okay. And if you're confused about how to get any of those, I know this probably wasn't the most detailed version of going over that just because I wasn't able to share my screen. But if you got any specific questions about how we got those answers, just feel free to email me. This is going to be on our test, whether we take it Friday or whenever we get back. I don't know how this is all going to pan out. It's pretty nasty out there with the ice over the road. So thank you guys for showing up. 15 minutes. That's not too bad. I'll try to keep it a little shorter tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be able to share my screen, and we will do maybe a growth problem tomorrow instead of a decay problem. But that's all I got. If you want to say bye before you go, you can unmute and say bye, or talk to me for a second. But that's all I got, guys. Have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you in the morning at 8:30.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you, Carissa. Thank you for sharing those answers. Those were really good.
Bye, Mr. Catlin.
There's Lizette. I didn't get to see you. Came in a little late. Goodbye. Have a good day. Braylon, go Chiefs, right? All right. I'm going to post that on YouTube as well. That way, if anybody was late, they can get on there and get a little help. I'm going to try to anyway. Maya, happy late birthday. I think I said, somebody said it yesterday, but I hope you had a good birthday. You got snow on it and sleet. Well, it wasn't really snow, it was sleet, right? Turn that off. There we go. Oh, Kenley, I haven't updated that score yet in Schoology, but I will. The one we talked about in the hall the other day. So that still probably says what it was. All right. Well, I'm going to end this thing, guys. Y'all have a good rest of the day, and go to all your Zooms.